Slalom and Bernie Stone. Stay tuned. Taped with Rabbi Doug is next.
We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug on your TV tonight.
But Daddy, I want to watch Monday Night Football.
Forget about Monday Night Football. There's no other that we're going to watch on Monday but Rabbi Doug.
Yeah, Rabbi Doug on TV tonight. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug.
Oh, everybody talk about Doug.
Shalom and welcome to Taped with Rabbi Doug. We're here today remembering a great man, Mr. Lester Sutker of blessed memory. Les, Alav Shalom, was an entrepreneur who supported so many institutions in the Chicago area and in Israel. His name is on buildings. He has been a real angel to so many. A number of years ago, Les donated a Torah to Congregation Beth Yitzchak in Chicago, and we were there, and I thought I would present this episode in his memory just as a little Vorschbeist, a little touch of the things he did for the Jewish community here in Chicago. We extend our condolences to his 3 children, to all the grandchildren, great-grandchildren, to his wife, and everyone who will sorely miss him. We remember today Les Sutker of blessed memory, Zecher Livracha, with this episode on Taped with Rabbi Doug.
Shalom and welcome to Taped with Rabbi Doug. We're here at the home of Lester and Ethel Sutker, and they today are about to dedicate a new Torah scroll for Congregation Beth Yitzchak in West Rogers Park. There are going to be many, many people from the community with us. The scribe who is here, Rabbi Yitzhak Shur, is going to be completing the Torah, which was started in Eretz Yisrael in the land of Israel by a scribe there and shipped here. And we are about to enter the home and see the actual writing of the end of the Torah. We're going to parade to Congregation Beth Yitzchak, accompanied by the police, by music, by dancing. It's a very joyous event, not only for the synagogue, for the Sutker family, but for the whole Jewish community. So join us and stay with us here on Taped with Rabbi Doug.
We're completing the Torah now. Rabbi Shur is finishing the writing of the last letters of the Torah, which are currently outlined to be completed. Using the traditional quill, special ink, Shem Kedusha Sefer Torah.
Lester, why don't you come sit down while the child finishes? You should be here. Wait, come sit down.
As we do the last letter, start digging already. Just to take time to try, but just make it all.
This is the cover of the Torah, dedicated by Mr. and Mrs. Lester Sutker, Chicago, Illinois. This is Les Sutker himself. Rabbi Shur completes the Torah. This now completes the Torah with the word Yisrael, the final alignment. This Torah that you're donating is for
for Congregation Beth Yitzchak, correct?
Right.
And is this the first time you've ever had a Torah, commissioned someone to write a Torah?
First time in my life.
And what is the occasion that you're doing this, that you and your wife are doing this?
The synagogue needs a Torah badly, so it's my honor for once in a lifetime to be able to do this.
It's a wonderful, wonderful act. And did Rabbi Shur write the whole Torah?
No, he's just doing
the person completing it.
Work, yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
I had it written in Israel by a Sofer, and it came out beautiful.
Very nice,
Perfect,
very nice.
literally.
Very nice. All right, well, this is a wonderful simcha and a wonderful occasion, and this is a wonderful act of chesed and tzedakah on your part, and we should enjoy the parade about to come.
Okay,
very
thank
nice.
you. All right, now.
Do you have an extension cord? Because we can't get it in. Is it polarized? Is it polarized plug? No.
I'm here with Rabbi Batal Shur, who is the sofer, the scribe who completed the writing of the Torah. Rabbi Shur, how many Torahs have you actually completed the writing of? Because I'm sure you've completed more than you've actually written from scratch.
That's true. I've completed probably about, I think, 5 or 6 Torah scrolls.
And have you ever wrten a whole Torah yourself?
I have not. It's a dream. One day, hopefully, we'll get there.
How long have you been an actual sofer scribe certified?
Approximately 5 years now.
5 years. And have you written actually a pair of tefillin yourself?
Tefillin not. I've written a Megillah scroll, a couple of mezuzahs. Right now my time is primarily occupied with checking, sales, and repair.
Very nice. Tell me, what is the quill? Tell us about the quill that you use to write in a Torah. What is that quill actually? What kind of feather is that?
The quill is it's a turkey feather that's cut down. The tip is sharpened, and the sofer, the scribe, takes that quill and dips it into the ink and slowly creates or crafts that letter with different strokes.
What does the ink consist of?
There's carbon to give it the black coloring, water naturally to give it the liquid form. There's also gum arabic, which gives it a rubber effect that when the scroll is rolled, the ink doesn't flake.
And these ingredients are the traditional ingredients that the ink has to be for a Torah. Is that correct?
Correct.
Very nice. All right. Well, Mazel Tov and Yasher Koach on a beautiful job, and we should celebrate many more happy occasions, many more simchas such as this one.
Amen.
Torah is now leaving the home. Sutker carrying it under a chuppah, a canopy. Yerushalayim, Ki Mitzion, Tetzei Zora, Udvar Hashem 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 Yerushalayim. During the parade on the streets. From the synagogue are coming out to greet the new Torah. As we will march all together, here comes the rabbi of the synagogue, Rabbi Chaim Ehrman, with another synagogue Torah. On a typical Sabbath, only one Torah is used, but on certain holidays, we can use as many as 3 Torahs on one day, and they're all rolled to different places. So there's more than one service. It's often needed that they could use 6 Torahs.
Doors are being placed in the ark now, in the sanctuary. The new Torah now here.
Just right in the middle.
Torah now placed in the ark for the first time.
Slowly.
It does conclude the service of...
No, it's still filming.
Hi, I'm Avi Myers of the Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine. We can be seen on Channel 19 together with Rabbi Doug. And don't forget to catch Rabbi Doug every Monday at 8:30 p.m. and every Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. on Channel 19 in Chicago and many cable systems besides.
I'm here on Taped with Rabbi Doug, with Rabbi Chaim Ehrman. He is the current rabbi of Congregation Beth Yitzchak, and as I mentioned earlier in the show, finally known as Rabbi Ryan Shul, because Rabbi Ryan, the founding rabbi of blessed memory, built up a kahal here in the community, and you have continued to carry on that kahal into the congregation into great leaps and bounds, and this new Hachnasa Sefer Torah is one of those additions to help build up the synagogue and build up the community as it is. Is this the first new Torah since you've been the rabbi of Congregation Beth Yitzchak?
Well, not really. We had a Sefer Torah by Rav Yossi Brandman, and he donated it to the shul next door, which is Makar Chaim, but we are really working together. So for that Hachnasa Sefer Torah, we all participated. And likewise, in our Hachnasa Sefer Torah, everybody participated from the club.
Adonai Shemrecha, Adonai Tzilecha, Yad Yeminecha. Yimam HaShemesh lo yakega v'yareach b'loilo. Adonai Yishmecha mikol ra, Yishma oires nafshecha. Adonai Yishma etzeischa v'yecha, me'atov yalelam.
Traditional songs that are said.
I just want to say real quick, Dvar Torah. I mentioned this already in shul. It's important to repeat it. We're here together, gathered to be Mesameach, to rejoice in the fact that Beis Yitzchak, our shul, is getting a new Sefer Torah that was written by a Sefer in Eretz Yisrael, commissioned by Lester and Ethel Sutker for our shul. We have, Baruch Hashem, a wonderful Baal Koreh who is, as I mentioned, eagle-eyed. He can find any kind of problem with the letters, and this way we have a beautiful Sefer Torah. We don't have to worry anymore about taking out a different Sefer Torah during the laning. There's a special chelik, a section in the Shulchan Aruch in Yordea, deals with Hilchas Sefer Torah. In Siman Ayin Reish, there's a whole Siman dealing with the mitzvah of writing a Sefer Torah. The Mechaber brings down, the Ramah mentions it also, every person has a mitzvah to write a Sefer Torah. And if somebody goes to the marketplace and buys a Sefer Torah, ready-made, ready to be used, that's called Chaytef Mitzvah Min Hashuk. It's like you're grabbing a mitzvah from the marketplace, you're chapping a mitzvah. There's a Machlokes Rashi in the Mukhi Yosef. What does that mean? Rashi says you did a mitzvah, but you don't get much schar for it. But the Mukhi Yosef and other Rishonim say much stronger language and say you did not fulfill the mitzvah at all. If you buy a Sefer Torah and you bring it to a shul, you're not fulfilling the mitzvah ksiva Sefer Torah. The mitzvah ksiva Sefer Torah is either you sit down and write the whole Sefer Torah yourself, or as Mr. Sutker did, he went ahead and commissioned a cipher, and the cipher wrote for him the entire Sefer Torah. So this is as if Ki'ilo Kilim Yar Sinai, as if you actually went and got the Sefer Torah from Har Sinai. The Taz explains, because getting a cipher to write, it doesn't just mean you pay a cipher. Especially with Mr. Sutker, he went shopping, he looked at different cipherim, different ksavim, different handwriting, and different cloth, and different inks, everything he looked at and he inspected. He asked me, he asked Abalkori, he asked other cipherim to compare different ksavim. He had a tremendous tircha, he made a big effort to write the Sefer Torah. So the Taz says, if somebody goes to that effort to get the gevilim, to get the cloth, and to get a good cipher, and get a good shrift, a good ksav, and get the best one that's available, he's making such a big effort to make a beautiful Sefer Torah. There's no question that if you would get a message right now that the Har Sinai is available in the desert, you go and get the Torah there, that Mr. Sutker would commission a plane and go to Har Sinai and get the Torah. So therefore, since he commissioned the cipher and through the whole effort, he is Mekayim, the mitzvah of Ksiva Sefer Torah, even though he himself didn't write it, but he commissioned the cipher and went through that entire effort of getting the Sefer Torah written. It's as if he wrote the Sefer Torah. And also he was Mizaka the Rabbi. He made many people fulfill the mitzvah Ksiva Sefer Torah. I believe there were 72 letters available, and so many people came to the house before, wrote the letters, and you're fulfilling the mitzvah writing one letter. Again, the Taz explains, because a Sefer Torah that's missing a letter is possible. So if you fulfill that letter, then you made the whole Sefer Torah kosher. So as if you wrote that entire Sefer Torah. I'd like to wish Mr. and Mrs. Sutker, they should have a lot of simchas together, many years of health and happiness. They should continue to do mitzvahs, to be mizakas, rabbis, to help the people fulfill and do mitzvahs and masim tovim. And that happy note, let's continue with the music. And we should share simchas together. B'zas Hashem. Amen.
המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשובה ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשובות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשובות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה.
This has been a Taped with Rabbi Doug production.